videotaping below, a friend records what could be his buddy's final moments. Trennis Bear is a competitive adrenaline junkie.
Almost every area of my life is competing. I love to win. And to me, life is all about winning and having the upper hand.
Which is why he's been extreme snowmobiling for 15 years.
Extreme snowmobiling to me is riding in the back country. There's a lot of unknowns. We don't necessarily know what's at the top of some of the mountains and some of the cliffs.
With extreme snowmobiling, the goal is to defy gravity and ride up to climb to the top of the mountain. It's risky business.
The extreme snowmobiling is very dangerous. If you do your research and everything gets done right, but there's still that unknown chance, that unknown factor of if something's going to break.
That's why they carry transceivers. If ever buried in an avalanche, these devices can track down their location. On a spring day in March of 2001, Bear and his friends are in West Yellowstone, Montana for a day of extreme riding. Friend Jim Phelan videotapes the day's events. He has no idea how dramatic they will turn out to be.
We were pretty much just out for the day enjoying. It was a beautiful sunny day and good snow, so we were having a good time.
As they're climbing up the mountain, around a corner, they notice about 200 feet of huge, solid rock.
And over to the north side of that is this chute. And I'd seen it there before, and we had played around in a little bit, but nobody had ever climbed out of it. I guess the competitiveness was to be the first one over that mountain. One of my buddies has a turbo, and I didn't have a turbo then, so it was a huge, me and him were in competition.
Bear takes a lunch break as he watches his buddy attempt the climb. He comes close, but gets stuck after he hits a rock.
He got himself dug out. I was just sitting back there watching, and I'm like, if he made it that far, I'm pretty sure I can make it over the top. If I could beat his snowmobile with mine that wasn't a turbo, that'd be a huge win or whatever, bragging rights.
Bear is so excited for the challenge, he takes off for his sled without his coat. In no time, he's up the hill. Everything is great until he gets stuck in the same place as his buddy. About 20 feet farther, he suddenly feels the snow turn soft.
So I just went to turn, and that's when I seen the whole thing just spider web and break. I could hear it breaking, actually.
That cracking causes a rushing wave of snow that tumbles over Bear.
When I turned and seen that break, I knew instantly that I was in an avalanche. How big it was, I didn't know.
Bear tries to get out of the mass of sliding snow as fast as he can.
So I gave her the gas. Everything was going good. I actually made it to the front of the avalanche while it's moving down. So I'm going faster than the avalanche. The avalanche is moving, and I'm moving.
But he can't outrun the avalanche. It's so fast and so powerful, he's buried in an instant.
It shot me up into the air, and I still was on my sled and watching things, and I remember it just got silent. And just pretty much silent flying through the air. The next thing I knew, this huge ton of snow just frickin' slammed me into the ground, and then it was just an uncontrollable ride to the bottom. If you've ever been to any avalanche classes, that's what they say is to swim. And I'm trying to swim, and my legs are tangled in my arms, and it's going faster and faster and getting heavier and heavier, and pretty soon I can't breathe. And then it got pitch dark, and within a few seconds, it was stopped dead.
Bear is now paralyzed under 6 feet of snow.
And I could hear people, them yelling, and I heard snowmobiles start.
Bear knows help is close by, but realizes he has left their means of finding him, the transceiver, in his coat pocket that's now hanging on a tree at the bottom of the mountain. Critical minutes pass. Then, in a stroke of sheer luck, his friend spots something in the crisp white snow.
They could see my hand sticking out, but they didn't know whether I was alive till they got there.
More than 20 minutes later, Bear's friends dig him out. He's unhurt, very lucky to be alive.
I was still numb. I didn't hurt at all. I just didn't have a lot of feeling.
Bear says he's so pumped by what just happened to him, it's hard to believe what he said he would have done next.
I would have taken another run at the hill. It's hard to say what was going through my head. I was so excited to be alive.
I thought you were gone, dude.
There was a lot of hugging, and I think one of my buddies even kissed me. If my hand or glove, if I went to rose back up to the surface at the end, I don't think I'd be here today.
Coming up, umbrellas gone wild.
Watch out! Oh!
And clobbered him. When weather caught on camera continues.
Quality and reliability are more than words here. It's personal. I have diabetes, so I'm proud to manufacture the Accu-Chek Aviva meters and test strips here in the USA. And now, we put a prescription discount card in every box, so you'll pay no more than $15 on test strips, which is a true American value for people with diabetes, like me.
Accu-Chek Aviva, born in the USA.
And that's what brings me here today.
A hammer's great for 2x4s. When it comes to securing a foundation, you really should be using this Craftsman right angle impact driver. It's the right tool for the job.
Over 30,000 tools, 400 brands, and the expert advice to get it right the first time. Check out the Sears Tool Mega Sale. This Friday and Saturday, take 30% off all mechanics tool sets and tool storage over $99. Sears.
Next on the Weather Channel in prime time. Massive hail can be devastating.
Windshield is busted.
Meteorologist Stephanie Abrams uncovers the damage done to keep you weatherproof. Next on the Weather Channel, primed for excitement.
What's the big news in Priority Mail flat rate boxes and envelopes from the Postal Service? Over 1 billion used. With envelopes starting at just $4.95, flat rate shipping is the hassle-free way to ship. Pass it on.
With flat rate boxes, there's no need to weigh anything up to 70 pounds. If it fits, it ships.
You ship all different sizes?
Distributor caps to brake shoes, so 4 box sizes come in handy. If it fits, it ships.
Documents to different states?
Coast to coast. With flat rate envelopes, I ship anywhere in the country, international too, for a low flat rate.
Now we'd like to pass on this offer to you. Call or go online to order your free flat rate shipping kit. You get free boxes, envelopes, and our helpful shipping guide. I'll even deliver them to your door for free. It's an offer too good to pass up.
Call or go online now to order your free Priority Mail flat rate shipping kit, only from the Postal Service, a simpler way to ship.
When bad weather suddenly interrupts an excursion to the beach, the day is not only ruined, it gets hazardous.
Watch out!
It's July 2007. John McSwain, a 28-year-old video director, is in Pensacola, Florida to watch the popular Blue Angels air show.
The beach was crowded that day, very crowded, a lot more people than usual, and there's always a great amount of anticipation before the Blue Angels fly.
People come from everywhere to see the show. Tammy Sheedy travels all the way from Phoenix to meet up with friends.
My girlfriends and I decided to plan a trip. It was a girls' weekend. We planned it for about a year. We had sandwiches and coolers, and we set up. We had rental umbrellas, rental chairs. Everybody was excited for the air show.
John McSwain is also set up to watch the show. He's perched on a balcony above the beach, filming the scene below, when the weather suddenly begins to change.
Pensacola has had a lot of hurricanes, and this felt like a hurricane. And it came in so fast. It was ridiculous. The sky turned dark instantly.
Just 20 minutes later, Sheedy and her friends are caught off guard by 50-mile-per-hour winds, pouring rain, thunder, and lightning.
There was mass panic on the beach. Things were flying left and right, and then the winds picked up even worse than they had been before. And that's when I started filming, wondering what was going to happen. It seemed really dangerous at the time. I guess I was kind of predicting disaster.
Sheedy claims she's always been clumsy and even now has a broken ankle. She has to hobble up the beach to shelter. She can't help but think the worst. The wind is kicking sand in Sheedy's face, making her unable to see clearly when umbrellas start rolling across the beach like bowling balls.
And then the one in particular, I watched for possibly 100 yards going over and over.
Watch out!
When the umbrella first hit me, it knocked me right to the ground, and it just completely clamshelled me inside. And it happened so fast, I didn't even see it coming.
A man nearby and Sheedy's friends come to her rescue.
They got on both sides and just kind of opened it up, and then the umbrella went blowing more.
The freak accident, caught on tape by McSwain, makes it a trip they will always remember.
I'm definitely glad that I wasn't more seriously injured, and we all did get a little laugh out of it. Even with my history, I would have never expected this to happen. Pretty amazing.
Coming up, a blast of wind knocks over everything in sight. When weather caught on camera continues.
Welcome back to Geico Radio. It's savings on the radio.
Call us, Steve. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I just got a free rate quote on Geico.com. Saved a ton, and it only took me 5 minutes and 12 seconds. I was wondering, is that some sort of record?
That's a good question. Let's have a look.
Not quite. Someone's got you beat by 8 seconds.
Still, I mean, that's quite fast.
Well, what if I told you I only use one hand?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
All right, everyone, we're live in 60.
The dreaded first sneeze, that crucial moment of your common cold when the voice in your head kicks in and says,
"You can't do anything about a cold."
We've got news for you. Yes, you can. At the first sign, grab some Zicam and cut that cold short. So the choice is yours. Shorten your cold or suffer through it. Get rid of your cold faster with Zicam.
Get out.
Get out. Get out.
Frustrated with leftover stains? Try Tide Stain Release. It gets out tough stains better than the leading in-wash powder booster.
Get out. Get out.
Get out.
See for yourself. Get out and take the challenge.
This is Lara. Her morning begins with arthritis pain. That's a coffee and 2 pills. The afternoon tour begins with more pain and more pills. The evening guests arrive, back to sore knees, back to more pills. The day is done, but hang on. Her doctor recommended Aleve. Just 2 pills can keep arthritis pain away all day with fewer pills than Tylenol. This is Lara, who chose 2 Aleve and fewer pills for a day free of pain. And get the all-day pain relief of Aleve and liquid gels.
When you build the world's fastest production sedan, you consider everything. Like at 190 miles per hour, even a simple raindrop becomes a powerful force. The Cadillac CTS-V. Every detail built for speed and performance, right down to the windshield wipers. We don't just make luxury cars. We make Cadillacs.
I love Quaker oatmeal. It seriously is superfood. If you want to build a healthy heart, it's about being active and it's about putting the right fuel in your body. It's that simple. And here's the good news. It's never too late to start. Quaker oatmeal is proven to help lower cholesterol. It's a staple in my diet. In fact, it's the only cereal I eat. It powers you up and it makes you feel great. Are you eating Quaker for breakfast?
South Florida, October 24th, 2005. A Category 3 hurricane named Wilma shows off the incredible force of its wind. In fact, NBC's Al Roker is knocked right off his feet. Live shots for the Today Show are usually Roker's beat, but this day, he gets beaten up. It's left to the cameraman to keep Roker from blowing away.
Don't you wish you had your weight back? Right about now,
It's Roker versus Wilma, but with Wilma's winds up to 125 miles an hour, it's a tough competition. If you have a video you'd like to send us, log on to our website, weather.com/caught-on-camera. That's it for this edition of Weather Caught on Camera. I'm Mike Bettis. See you next time.
Wake up with Al and your weather today. Weekday mornings from 6 to 11 on the Weather Channel. And now, you're local on the 8s.